Question 2. Seattle, Washington averages a mean of 34 inches of precipitation annually or yearly. Assuming that the distribution is normal with a standard deviation of 6.5 inches, determine the probability that a year selected at random will have an annual precipitation between 30 and 40 inches. So first things first, we are going to want to draw a normal distribution with the information that it gives us. So it tells us that we have a mean of 34 and we have a standard deviation of 6.5. So we're going to add 6.5 to each deviation that we have here. And on this side, we're going to subtract 6.5 from 34, 27.5, 21, and 14.5. So it tells us to determine the probability that a year selected at random will have an annual precipitation of between 30 and 40 inches. So we are going to find where 30 and 40 is, and we're going to shade in this section because that is what we want to find. And in order to find that, we are going to have to find the z-score for both 30 and 40. So we know that the formula is for z-score is x minus the mean divided by standard deviation. So we know that our score is 30 minus our mean, which is 34, divided by 6.5, which is our standard deviation. That gives us a z-score of negative 0.615. But we're not done just yet. Now we have to go over to our unit normal table, and we have to find the proportion in body for this z-score. So we go over to our unit normal table and we look for where z says 0.62 because we want to round since we have a 5 right here. So we're going to find it for 0.62, and the proportion in body for 6.2 gives us 0.7324. Okay, now that we have that, we're going to find the z-score for 40. So 40 is our x minus our mean, which is the same as above, 34, divided by 6.5. That gives us a z-score of 0.923. So both of these scores make sense because -1 is right there, and so for 30 we got a z-score of -0.615. So that makes sense because it's right in between -1 and 0. And for our z-score for 40, we got 0.923, and that's easily fits in between 0 and 1. So we know that we are good there. Now that we have our z-score, we're going to go over to our unit normal table and we're going to find the proportion in body. And when we look over, we see that it's going to equal 0.8212. Okay. But since it's asking for the annual precipitation, the probability between 30 and 40 inches, we're going to have to subtract these two. Okay, so we go over here, 0.8212 minus 0.7324, and that will equal 0.088. 0.89. So since it's probability, we have an 8.9% chance that there will be an annual precipitation of between 30 and 40 inches. So that is our answer.